One.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to the world of Lumen. Thank you for joining for this new video, this new co-channeling. Welcome, Leo. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, our guides. And today we are going to co-channel on food. As you see, we have a beautiful table as a background. And so please, Leo, could you please say the little statement of intent?
Indeed, I will. Thank you, thank you. Yes, we invite in our higher selves and our guides of love and light more closely into our circle so that we may deliver a beautiful, timely message on food for us at these times. Yes.
We we are Ashtar, coming in the love and the light of the highest love and the highest light for the highest good purposes. We greet each and every one of you for this divine journey. We are all together, and what a joy to see you one more time and to be with you in such a nice gathering. We greet and honor your guides, mentors, and guides. Yes, we wave at them. Yes, yes, yes. And we are so delighted to be here for this new episode, this new internet web show. Yes.
Ye- Hey, yes, 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 dear ones, yes. I am Ra. And I greet you in the love and the light of the one infinite creator that you are as well, dear ones. Yes, yes, yes. And we come today with a great vibrant message on, of course, food. But beforehand, like usual, we would love to greet our dear partners in this upliftment, yes. And this is, of course, to Ashtar, our dear brother in Ashtar, and Ashtar Command, Ashtar and Company, all present, and all. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. And may please allow us to greet you the proper way, dear brothers and sisters of Ra. What a true joy, what a true honor, as always, as usual, each time. This is such a delight and a true honor, a true joy to be with you in this way. Yes.
Yes.
And so, for today's topic, we are all going to speak about food, nourishment, Um, and we could add, oh yes, yes, yes. Let's let's think about it as a recipe. We have to have some food to cut the fruits, cut the vegetables, and add some spices here and there. Yes, some cosmic spices, we could say, and then to serve it to all on a wonderful plate. And so, dear brothers and sisters of Ra, would you like please to crack the question first about food?
Yes, we shall. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, food. What is food? Is it just something that you put into your mouth and chomp and swallow? Or is there something greater here? Is there a greater meaning here? And so let us speak on this first. Let us give a bigger perspective on food. And so, food is indeed something that you consume, something that you eat, something that you ingest into your bodies. And as it enters into your bodies, what does it do? It ideally nourishes you. And this is the purpose of food. It brings you more life so that you may then use that life in a way, ideally a vibrant way, and express it in a loving way. And you continue this cycle, this circulation in this way. And so this is what food is. And so let us dive in a little bit deeper into this and speak on the various qualities of food. The various qualities of food, for it is important to understand what are you exactly eating and consuming. For there are those on your world right now, humanity, that believe it is really all about calories. As long as you consume the certain amount of calories, you won't gain too much weight or you won't lose too much weight and you'll just be fine. And this is one perspective and it's valid, for indeed you can live your life in this way. There is another layer to this that we wish to add, of course, which is the quality of the calories. Yes, the quality of the thought forms in food that you are consuming. And so while calories are really speaking about the quantity, we wish to really emphasize the quality. And so as you can see behind us here, ah, when you view these images depicting certain foods, what are the qualities that you can pick up on? Yes? And yes, there are vibrancy. Yes, there are extremely colorful and all of this. And so this is extremely important, we shall say. And we wish to actually ask you, dear Ashtar, what are your perspectives on these certain qualities of food? Yes.
Yes, and we thank you, thank you, thank you. And we honor you, we honor your magnificent response and question as always. And yes, you said vibrancy. And yes, indeed, this is what we wrote on our piece of paper. Vibrancy, vibrancy, vibrancy. And so, dear ones, indeed, when you are seeing such a table with some grapes here and there, and some pineapples, some fig, some oranges, some grapefruits and apples, what do you perceive? What do you perceive? You perceive indeed vibrancy. Vibrancy, and we shall describe what vibrancy is. Vibrancy in such a context of fruits and vegetables, of food, is a mix of life, light, and we shall say water, and if not oxygen. We shall describe more. The fruits that you consume and the vegetables that you are consuming are, used to be, but are alive. They are alive, dear ones. They are taking the nourishment from the ground and flourishing through the water, through the air, through the atmosphere. And are blooming, blossoming until the gardener cut the vegetable and offer it on a table so that it would be either eaten right away or prepared in a certain way. In terms of quality of the vibrancy, this is what we recommend you assess, dear humans in human forms. When you go to the store, is what you are eating vibrant? Is it alive? Is it full of life? Is it radiating the sun? Is it radiating the drops of the water, of the rains? Was it a fruit or a vegetable that has been smelling the atmosphere around or not? This is a simple assessment, dear ones, but it will help you to assess the quality and the vibrancy of the food you are ingesting. Of course, there are some, we shall say, we hear you thinking and talking, and what about spices? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But they were also very vibrant at some point, and they kept this vibrancy they are bringing the flavor in your mouth. And also, Some are also very crucial as remedies also. But we shall speak about this topic of food remedies maybe later or at another time. How about you, dear brothers and sisters of Ra? Would you like to speak more about vibrancy?
Yes, we will add a little bit more, for indeed, this is important when consuming and picking foods to eat, for it it gives you more life, we shall say. It gives you a more holistic, sustainable flow of life. And so it is important, dear ones, to begin to choose these things for yourself, and that what there is the saying, of course, you are what you eat, and indeed. And so if you were to eat these more high vibing foods, then that will make it easier for you and your body to experience more of the higher frequencies. And so this is very important and a valuable tool to sustain and keep yourself uplifted. And so there is this, and we wish to segue into a related topic about food, which is about the the breatharian approach, the approach that some wish to take, which is to just nourish their bodies purely on light breathing prana as well as the water. And so we would like to address this, for we understand this is also a hot topic on many minds. And so when it comes to breatharianism, what we shall say is that it is important to take it step by step. There is, and we say let us preface this by saying, if you find yourself in a physically demanding or very active, yes, very active lifestyle, then really at this point in humanity, we will say it is very practical and important to consume solid foods. They they bring about a robustness to the body so that you are able to carry out your activities more and more. And so really it's more about shifting the quality of those solid foods to be more high vibe as we are describing. And so we say when it comes to breatharianism, right now in your point in your culture and history, it is not really practical to pursue this, let us say, again, if you are having an active lifestyle. And even are, if you have an active lifestyle and you wish to take a breatharian approach, from our vantage point, it is really you are making it a bit harder for yourself. We are not saying it is impossible, for yes, in the grand scheme of things, nothing is impossible, yes. However, yes, there is a path, a smooth path, a path of least resistance, a path of most excitement, a path of ease, grace, and abundance. And we see at these times, choosing a breatharian path is not really that path for most, for most, for most, for most. And so we say the path that is most smooth for most is really incorporating more of these high vibrant foods into your current diet, and that will help you shift and evolve and grow out of some of the denser, heavier habits. And so this is our perspective on this at these times. And dear Ashtar, yes, would you like to add? Yes.
Yes, we thank you. We will summarize if we may, and be maybe even more direct to the humans in human forms listening. Dear humans in human forms listening, indeed, from our perspective, only few, which means only a very, 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 very small amount of humans in human forms are able to do and to reach such practice, which means that we shall say all of you shall redirect your focus on eating more vibrant food. Yes, we think this is clear. Yes, you're not ready yet. It will come. It one day will come. Yes, but you're not that ready yet. If not, in fact, you're not ready at all. Yes, let's face it. Yes. So indeed, we encourage you to assess first and foremost the food intake that you're ingesting. Is there some vibrancy in it? How do you feel after ingesting one food? Are you feeling okay and very vibrant yourself? Or uh, not that much? So, first and foremost, we encourage you to become more and more sensitive through your daily practice of eating. It is the same for the liquid intake. We recommend that you assess if you are very vibrant after drinking this or not that much. Yes. We encourage you to choose wisely all the food that you are buying in the store. There are also some small groups helping gardeners, yes, and or helping one another through gardens here and there, who are paying much care of the ground. We encourage each and every one of you to choose wisely and to choose the gardener, the producer of the grower of the fruit or veggies, who pay attention to the land, who pays attention to the ground. It will benefit you along the way. So this is also very, very, very important. And indeed, improving your food intake by focusing yourself on the quality and on the vibrancy will help you rise your vibrational state. Yes.
Yes, and we will add a little bit more to the breatharian topic, for indeed there are a very little few that are able to do this. And we say they are able to do this. The very few that are able to do this is because their current lifestyle supports this. In other words, they are living in environments that are already very high vibe, whether it's already communities full of people that are very cultivated, very high vibe, and also environments in nature that are extremely high vibe, all of this, as well as they are not really engaging with the 3D cultures and civilization in the amount that most of you all are already. In other words, if you are in civilization right now, the breatharian lifestyle is is pretty much, let us say, not for you. Why? Because you are engaging with so much of the, let us say, heavier life. Again, heavier not does not mean bad, but it is the quality of it is heavier. And so in order to sustain yourself in this sort of environment where you are engaging with individuals who have a heavier energy, and you are engaging with media, sounds, sights, all of this that have a heavier energy, in order to sustain yourself in this sort of environment, you really must practically have solid foods. This is just how it works, dear ones. These are sort of the rules of the game that you all chose to create and play. And so if you are not living in a mountaintop, yes, then there's no real need, or there's real no practicality in pursuing a breatharian lifestyle at these times. Yes, at these times. So be practical, be practical. Yes, so having settled this, we will add, also, dear ones, if you wish to be a channeler, in other words, a highly vibrant, clean, clear, clarified channeler of the divine, then it also becomes a bit of a practical requirement that you ingest a large quantity of high quality foods. Because if you are eating, if there are, when we wish to address the thought that this one had quite a bit, which is, I am the divine incarnate. I can eat and do whatever I want, and I can transmute all of it. And yes, however, you are making it extremely difficult for yourselves. So why are you doing this, dear ones? Yes? There's no need. So the easier path is to ingest the quality of foods and substances that are already innately high vibe so that you can much more easily sustain this high vibe flow and channel this, yes? And so this is very important. So, and yes, we will add for when you channel, the flow of life moves through your body, yes? And so if you have heavy, dense things in your body that you know or a part of you, your mind knows does not really settle well, well, then that energy needs to, yes, move through that as well. And so it is a sort of cumbersome process. So we wish to give you the shortcut to make it easier. And so it is important, dear ones, indeed, to ingest these these quality of foods. Yes.
Yes. And also to cook, dear one, remember you can cook and you can cook in harmony with the divine as well, meaning that you can cook by taking care of the food, thanking the food that you are going to prepare, to cut, to pay attention, to put love and care in the cooking making. Yes, because cooking is an act of love. A love for yourself. What are you going to cook today? For yourself, for your body structure, for your electromagnetic field, for your cellular structure. This is an act of love when you share a meal with others, whether they are friends, family, you share a meal. And so, are you paying not attention to what you are eating and cutting and throwing things on a pan or frying things or are you putting much care, love, attention, cutting things, being joyful, and bring the intent of love, of serving. This is so wonderful, dear ones, when you share a good meal and everybody is so happy about the meal. It was so very, very yummy, very, very good. What a delight. And everybody is happy. So we also encourage each and every one of you to put more care, love, and attention to the food that you're preparing, cooking for one another or for yourself, dear one. Because when you are eating, because we hear you talking and you say, yes, but I am alone. First and foremost, you never were, you are never, you will never be alone. Never. There is no such thing. Then you nourish trillions of cells, which means you are definitely not alone. There are so many, many cells that are willing to have some nutrients here and there and happy to have some. So, what are you going to cook for them? It shall be a feast in the most vibrant, wonderful, and benevolent way. Yes.
Yes, we thank you. We thank you. This is so important indeed, dear ones, for the cooking is what absolutely increases the quality and vibrancy of anything it is that you are cooking and eating. And so we absolutely wholeheartedly agree. And this also segues perfectly into the hot topic in everyone's minds, of course, of the meats. Yes, the meats. Oh, should I eat meat? Can I eat meat? Is this okay? Is this wrong? What should I do? And we say this ties perfectly into what Ashtar describes in that it is really most importantly about the process of how are you imbuing this life into the life? Are you imbuing this quality into the food? For you indeed have this ability to imbue this into the food. And so when it comes to meat, indeed, dear ones, there are those, of course, that go vegan and vegetarian and can sustain this lifestyle quite well, of course, very well. And also there are those that are not quite ready yet, and that is okay as well. And so when for those of you that find yourselves already still eating meat and enjoy meat, that is fine. That is also good, dear ones. However, we just say to add in the vibrancy. In other words, yes, s- it- work towards ensuring the quality of the meat. In other words, the lifestyle of the the animal, the deer animal, to work towards finding the meats that were raised and cared for with love by the farmers, and the animals themselves were able to live a more holistic life. And from that, if you were to eat that sort of quality of meat, this is indeed very different than an animal that was living in impoverished conditions. Yes, it is very, very different. And then on top of that, to when you cook with it, if you yourself were to cook with it, oh boy, that is even more plus, 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 plus. And if you, as you cook with this beautiful, yes, form of life, it still does have life. Nothing is truly dead. Everything truly still has life within it, whatever the form. And if you were to see this and nurture it and bring out this life even more with the spices here and there and the cooking and the alchemy. Yes, this is alchemy. Then indeed this will bring about a vibrancy as well and high quality. So what we are really about is not saying, hey, you cannot eat this, hey, you have to eat that. What we are saying is, hey, can you bring about a little more love in whatever situation you are in? For it is possible. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, and gratitude. We shall add gratitude. Do you have gratitude for what life is bringing you on the table, on the menu for today? Are you feeling gratitude for the person who cooked the meal? And are you feeling gratitude for the animal who sacrificed for you in order to nourish your body structure? And are you grateful for the farmer, the gardener? Yes. So gratitude is also important, but in a joyful way. We do not mean, oh, I am sorry and I am depressed. No, we say gratitude. Ah, we're going to eat so magnificently today, with such vibration and such vibrancy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yes, yes, yes. We have a question for you, dear brothers and sisters of Ra. We wrote, uh, what are you cooking or eating on a daily basis?
Oh boy, we are cooking up the joy, dear ones. Yes, every day, every moment. We cook it up, we cook it up. We spice it up with some love and light here and there. We stir it in. We stir in some peaceful water here and there, and then we let it simmer on the fire of passion and love. And then wow, look at that. We have created something quite beautiful indeed. Yes. And so this is what we eat and consume, you could say. And this is, of course, for those of us in our collective that are more in the energetic forms and states. And so, indeed, there are those of us in more physicalized form, human form as well, that consume the solid foods. And we will say there are those of us that still eat the meats, yes. However, they do so, as Ashtar says, gratefully and with love and care. And they work towards this every day in their own way to nurture the love and the life that is already there and to bring it about more. And so you can share this as well, as Ashtar says, the sharing of the cooked meals. And so this is very important. And of course, the vibrant, radiant, fresh fruits and vegetables, dear ones. This is very important for they already carry so much vibrant life that you don't really need to do so much work in that way, we let us say, to bring it out, for it is very close to the sun, we shall say. Yes, yes, yes.
What a magnificent answer.
Thank you,
Yes.
dear Ashtar.
To indeed, indeed, to we shall summarize indeed. Find nourish yourself, dear ones, with fruits and vegetables and what brings you joy also, of course, with nutrients that comes from the sun and the divine. Yes, yes, yes. And cook with love and care. And of course, we know, and this dear channel Caroline, sometimes she indulges, she loves having a very, 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 sometimes heavy, dense food with lots of chocolate and cheese and potatoes and but she enjoys it so much, and this is such a delight for us to see her being so joyful about such meal. And so indeed, dear ones, when you are enjoying a very heavy meal, but this is done it is done with so much joy and laughter and I enjoy chocolate so much, then it is perfect. It is perfect. What is important is your vibrational state. And of course, not to feel guilty about this, but just to, what a magnificent meal I just had. And we know her. We know that most of the time she pays extra attention to her food and liquid intake to be cautious of her vibrational state. And so we know that when she enjoys a very heavy meal, then, she's so happy. But we also know that she also enjoys so much the other food full of life and of vibrancy. Yes.
Yes. Dear Ashtar, do you have anything else to add?
This is such a wide topic, such a wide topic. And we would love to come back to speak about this topic. However, we think this is quite succinct for today. How about you, dear brothers and sisters of Ra? Would you like to add something else?
We feel the same way. We will, of course, come back to this topic and the related topics at another time. And so, yes, let us come to a close for today. Yes. Dear ones, thank you for joining once more. We are always so very grateful and honored by everyone's presence, for we understand and see all of what you are going through, and so what greatness you will be going through in your near future as well. And so we wish to aid in this process so you experience this vibrancy and the radiance, the greatness more smoothly. And indeed, food is a great way to do this, to accomplish this more smoother path, let us say, by eating, consuming, cooking with the vibrancy and the love. And this will make the journey much more enjoyable indeed. And so we honor you all for joining, and we invite you all more, of course, for our next radio interstellar show. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. And we are so happy. So we thank you, dear brothers and sisters of Ra, indeed for this in for this stellar show. Yes, yes, yes. Interstellar show. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, we laugh. We laugh. This is so very funny. So we love you deeply and dearly, dear brothers and sisters of Ra. What a true joy, what a magnificent honor to talk to you in this way. And indeed, dear humans in human forms listening, we see you always. We know you, each and every one of you, who is tuning to our internet web show. Yes, we know who is listening. We know what you are thinking, what you are, yes, thinking, speaking, saying. We know you and we love you deeply and dearly. Yes, yes, yes. We are Ashtar, coming in the love and the light of the highest love and the highest light for the highest good purposes. We greet you, each and every one of you. We greet and honor your guides, mentors, and guides. Yes, we love you deeply and dearly, and I will speak again soon. Adonai. So thank you all for watching this interstellar show
Yes.
on food, cooking, and breathing the air. Um, Thank you, Leo. Thank you all for joining. And we will record very soon another video on our thoughts.
Yes. See you there.
Bye.